Humans are built to serve. Some people are built to serve the world. Others want to serve the 25 closest people to them. But in either case, humans are built to serve. If you're not happy right now, it's because you're not serving enough people, or you're not serving the people in your life deeply enough. But whom do you serve? How do you serve? And once you've found the answers to these questions, how can you make money serving so you can help even more people? That's what we're going to figure out together in this book. So you can pick up the book if you want to, but I'm also going to give you some hacks in this video right here today as well. The reason why serving is so important is because it's hardwired into our brain. Like you are physically designed to serve. They did functional MRIs on people's brains and they found that serving other people hits the same part of your brain as having food and having sex, which are also both, turns out, pretty important as humans as well. So if you are not happy, there's a good chance it's because you don't have enough food, you don't have enough sex, or you're not serving enough, or some combination of those three. Now, there's a difference between just serving people, helping them open the door, buying the groceries or coffee for somebody behind you in line, letting somebody cut ahead of you in line, that kind of stuff. That makes you feel good in the moment. Watching acts of kindness, random acts of kindness, or even doing some will make you feel good in the moment. But it's not the underlying deep fulfillment, purposeful. That will come from figuring out what your who, what your why, and what your how is that I talk about in this book. But I'm going to give you a sneak peek and some hacks to get it done in this video. But before that, here's a quick message from Lewis Howes, who interviewed Tony Robbins.
Good book by my man, Evan Carmichael, Built to Serve. If you want to learn about your purpose and how to become a better leader in the world, I love this. He says, this is the starting point for everything. If you're confused about what to do next, if you're pressured by others to fit in or live their version of your life, if you feel held back because of people judging you, it's because you don't know who you are and what you stand for. You got to figure out who you are and what you want and how you can serve other people.
Okay, so we're gonna go through 3 steps. Your who, your why, your how. This is the formula that I've used over and over and over and over again to help entrepreneurs find their purpose and turn it into a meaningful life, a meaningful business, and a successful financial enterprise as well. So your who. Who is number 1. That is your most important core value. What is your single most important core value? Think about the people who've made you come alive. Think about your greatest moments of all time, who your favorite teacher was and why. Like, what common elements do they have so you can figure out your most important core value? Mine is believe. That becomes the cornerstone of everything that I do. Why is it important? Look at me, for example. Believe. Everybody has some kind of agenda for my life, right? Everybody wants me to do something. Evan, you should do this. Evan, you should do that. Evan, you should do that. Evan, why don't you put out more content that slams negative people? Why don't you put out the top 10 reasons why Steve Jobs was a bad boss, or the top 10 stupidest things Kanye West has ever done? Why not do that? Because it's anti-belief. Like, everybody has an agenda for your time and what you should do. And when you don't know what you stand for, you're going to get pulled in so many other different directions, because maybe that makes sense. Maybe I should go do that. No, I can't, because it's against my most important core value. You need to figure out what your most important core value is, what your who is, which gives you the clarity and direction for the rest of your life. Now, instead of randomly hoping good things happen to you, you can design it. You can architect it so that it's happening to you consistently every single day as you continue to build your life and your business for the rest of your life. It gives you the rock to stand on. And so it's the most important first step, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, just understand who you are so you have more clarity and purpose. So that's your who. Step number 2 is figuring out your why. Who, why, how. So your why is your purpose. Your purpose comes from your pain. So what kind of pain? Think about the most painful moment in your life. What was the most painful moment in your life? The thing that you never want to have to go through again, the thing you would never wish on your biggest enemy. What was that pain? Your purpose is to help other people who are currently going through that pain. So I love helping entrepreneurs because I struggled so much as an entrepreneur, because I quit on my business partner, a year in on my first business, because I felt so worthless as a human being. So my purpose for the rest of my life is to help out other entrepreneurs. How? By helping them believe in themselves, right? And give them tactics to do it. And that will never get old. Your purpose will never get old, because when you see somebody who's a younger version of you, not age-wise, but younger in terms of they haven't gone down the path that you've gone down. They want to. They see hope in what you've done. You've already lived the life that they're currently living right now. You can help them. You can give them hope. You can give them inspiration. You can give them motivation. You can give them the guidance to get out of the hole that they're in. That's joy. That's happiness on a whole other level, more than just opening the door for somebody. And that will never get old. That pain that you went through will be the greatest thing that ever happened to you because of all the people that you're going to go off and help and serve and bring tremendous joy and value to. So figuring out your who and your why, your most important core value and your purpose, those tools serve you forever, for life, give you clarity that 99% of the world doesn't have. Most people wake up and they drive to a job that they hate. They literally are waking up, driving to a job that they hate, working below their potential for somebody who doesn't recognize them for nowhere near enough money compared to what they should be earning, to work with people who don't appreciate them on projects that aren't actually making that big a contribution. And then let's wake up tomorrow and do it again. That's most people's lives right now. You know you're capable of more. You know you want to do more, and you know you want to serve, and you know you want to help. And there's nothing wrong with actually going off and doing it. In fact, it's what you should be doing and getting paid to do it and turn it into a business so you can employ people and go off and help even more. That's your who and your why. Set for life. You're done. It's amazing. That's amazing clarity that most people don't have. The last part is the how. The how, so who, I, how. How is how you got out of that hole is something you can teach other people. The recipe that you used is teachable. It wasn't just some random thing. You probably tried a million different things. In my first business, when I struggled, I was trying everything. Every new idea I came up with, I tried, and nothing seemed to be working. A new idea I tried, didn't work. New idea I tried, didn't work. New idea I tried, didn't work. Nothing was working. It's why I quit, because I felt like a worthless piece of garbage, because nothing I tried was working, and I was working all day long trying to make this happen with zero results. And then I finally found one thing that worked, which for me was modeling success. The day that I quit on my partner, I said, I can't quit. Like the next morning I woke up and said, I can't quit because I haven't given everything I've got. And I told myself, somebody's done this before. Like, why am I so stupid? Somebody must have done this before, right? Who's done this before? And I thought about Bill Gates and how he started Microsoft, and I applied those strategies, and that's when my company started to take off. I landed my first deal for $13,500 and kept building. And ever since then, whenever I don't know what to do, I model success, just like I did with Bill Gates in my first company. And so that was the one thing that worked. I tried all these different things. None of them worked. And finally, this one thing worked. This one thing, like, oh my God, something is working. Now what I do is teach people how to model success. I want to help shortcut the path. That's why I'm featuring people like Tony Robbins here. I want to shortcut your path. I want you to not suffer as much as I suffered. I want you to not have to go through all the pain that I went through. I want to try to make it easier. So that's the how. You have the same thing in your life, in your business. How you got out of the hole that you were in, you probably tried a million different things that most of them didn't work. This is why people quit. This is why people suffer. This is why people give up. But you didn't. You didn't give up. You tried one more day, and finally on that last day, something clicked and it worked. You could teach that to other people. That wasn't some random happenstance. That's a recipe that then you can teach other people for them to get out of the hole that they are in as well. The who, the why, the how. You can pick up this if you want to go even deeper, but that's a starting point to be able to figure out how to live a life of service instead of a life of surface. If you want another Evan Rant video that just might give you the confidence you need, check it out right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there. The biggest problem is a lack of belief. My biggest problem, your biggest problem, the world's biggest problem is that we don't believe in ourselves enough.